Hey, what's up guys? Shannon here again, and today we got patch 2.2. Alright, so the season 2 just ended a couple days ago. It's now the 7th, Tuesday, and I just downloaded the patch. The servers aren't just up yet, but they should be coming up, I assume, within the next hour, maybe, like, I assume a lot less, but irrelevant. Anyways, yeah, so season 3 doesn't start today, it starts Friday, the 10th. So right now we have non-season for 3 days, and what I plan to do is just go in there, get the new set pieces that I need, and start playing around with it, because I didn't get a chance to on the PTR. So within the next 3 days I'm going to be playing really hard to get all the new items, play around with the builds, and update you guys here and on stream, whatever. But for you guys who haven't been paying too much attention to what patch 2.2 is, I just wanted to do a little recap video. So I'm over here on DiabloFans.com. They got the patch notes and everything. So what we're getting, the big thing, is 3 new class sets. So we got a Barb set, a Demon Hunter set, and a Wizard set. And of course the Barb set is the new Whirlwind set. And I've been following it on the PTR, although I haven't played much of it because, I don't know, they kind of irrelevant. I just haven't played much of it, but I've been doing a little research on it, and it looks like the new Whirlwind set and the new altered or changed, improved Immortal King set are going to be the meta for Barbs. That's going to be the new build. So everyone who wasn't too fond of Furious Charge and loved Whirlwind, well, you know, I hope this makes you happy. I'm actually pretty happy with it. It looks very good. You know, I do like the Charge set, but I do like where they went with the changes for IK and Wrath of the Waste. And it looks like there's a bunch of different combinations of mix matching, of course using the Royal Ring, using different amounts of set bonuses from each set, or even possibly using like Immortal Kings with Furious Charge still if you want. And I'm not sure if it's like the top, it's not necessarily the meta, but it's not like the gap right now that we have between, say, Leapquake getting into the 40s, the low 40s, and Raycore getting into the mid 50s. You know, the power gap isn't that big, so if you really did want to still run Furious Charge, then you could, and you could still do pretty good as well. Alright, so aside from that, like I said, we got the Wizard set and the Demon Hunter set. I don't play those classes too much, but they're looking pretty cool. The Demon Hunter set's looking pretty cool too. Really active set, looks really good. I don't know, it seems like it could be good for T6 farming. I'm not sure about Greater Rifts. Like I said, I don't play too much Demon Hunter. Anyways, let's just read these key features off now. So, redesigned previously existing sets. Like I said, they changed a bunch of the sets, one of them being Immortal Kings. And the new Immortal Kings is really good. Alright, so first off, they changed it so that the 2-piece bonus now makes your Immortal Kings permanent. Let's see if we can find it. Right here. So, 2-piece is Call of Ancients, last till they die. 4 pieces reduce the cooldown of Wrath of the Berserker and Call of the Ancients by 3 seconds for every 10 Fury you spend. So you're going to be able to keep up perma, if not very close to perma cooldowns, depending on how you set up your gear. But I mean, you know, that's great. And then the 6 pieces, while Wrath and Coda are active, you gain 100% increased damage. And Immortal Kings got a new set piece, which are the pants. And now this is a key feature. Now, Immortal Kings, or any set pieces, legendaries, like set legendaries that get changed, so just set pieces, I didn't mean to say legendaries, but set pieces, if they get changed, their bonuses get changed, it's retroactive, meaning the ones that you have already will be changed once the patch applies. But the new Immortal King weapon now rolls 45 to 60% Call of the Ancients damage as a 5th affix, and this is not retroactive. So I mean, your old IK weapons will still work, but they won't just gain that 45 to 60% coda damage, unfortunately. And You know, the really good thing though is now that IK is so good, and you know, using Royal Ring and mixing it with the new Wrath of Waste or the Whirlwind set, you could do really well. And the IK weapon is actually probably the best weapon for Barbarian now. So the days of having to farm for that Ancient Furnace are in the past. We could all take a breath of relief, because not this season. Not this season. Alright, so now, I mean, the goal is just going to be to get an Ancient IK weapon, and I've gotten plenty of Ancient IK weapons. I mean, they're really common. Set items have, like, a really crazy bonus chance to drop. So getting an Ancient IK weapon is not going to be that much of a problem. Getting one with all the perfect stats and everything might take a little while. There's a lot of different affixes that could possibly roll on it, but I mean, you're gonna get the coded damage right off the bat, so that's great. Oh, sorry about that. And yeah, so the new IK set is looking amazing, and it's pretty much, I think it's gonna be used with any kind of setup you could think of. You're gonna be using 2, 4, 6 pieces, whatever, of IK, so that's really, really awesome. Alright, so we're getting a bunch of new legendary items. There's a bunch of cool rings that are coming. There are legendary gems. There are new legendary affixes for old legendaries. Lots of legendaries. Alright. So we got revamped percentages and reworks for old legendaries. That's pretty much the same thing. But, for example, there's Schaefer's Hammer, which was kind of before. But now, the affix on Schaefer's Hammer is whenever you use a lightning skill, you pulse like 800% damage for 5 seconds to all enemies within like a 15-yard radius around you, which is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. And Schaefer's Hammer is another one where it's not really all that hard to get an Ancient Schaefer's Hammer, and that's really cool. There's lots of good weapons now. They tried to make all the weapons really good, although I would still like to see them do something about the rarity of the Ancient Furnace, or it's just, I don't know. I guess that's not my place. Anyways, so we got new achievements, whatever. They made new UI windows and stuff, wardrobe and cosmetic window, which is actually pretty convenient if you have any of those, like, if you have wings or the pennants, the banners that go in your back, like from the World of Warcraft Collector's Edition for Warlords of Draenor. Matter of fact, there's actually a really, really cool pennant, or it's the flag that goes on your back if you ever seen it. And it's for Season 3, so you complete Season 3, you get this really sick legendary pennant. Let's see if I could find it. Oh man, I'm talking about it and I don't even have it up. Anyways, it's a Diablo skull. It's a Diablo skull. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out. I'm sorry that I don't have that on me. Alright, anyways, moving on. Alright, so there's some new goblins, you know, whatever. They made health potions unlimited, so no more stacking potions that fall over the floor and you auto pick them up and everything like that, so that's kind of nice and convenient. Queued up gems and items, all crafted at once. Only need to wait for a single progress bar to complete, so that's awesome. So I guess if you want to craft like 20 gems, you could just craft it, 1 bar will go by, and boom, you got all your gems. So now crafting like the top end, the gems, you don't have to sit there, craft 60 of these and then craft 20 of those and so on. You know, so convenient. Looting, crafting materials, and gems of the same type pick up all similar items in a 20-yard radius. Now, this is something I noticed when I did play the PTR that one day early on in the PTR. I did play it for like 8-10 hours, whole day, and I got a bunch of the items, and then they just like added so much stuff that I would have to farm it all over again, and I was kind of working on, you know, just playing normal season 2, trying to farm my gear, so I didn't go back. But when I did play, all right, so check it out. Say a bunch of blue materials drop on the floor off all different goblins. You just killed a big pack of goblins, and there's like all the blues, all in like 15 different stacks of blue crafting mats. You click one of the blue crafting mats and you pick up all of them. Every stack, you pick up all 15 stacks just by clicking one of them. And if there's like, I don't know, let's say 10 stacks of ruby gems, you click one ruby and you get all the rubies. So it's really convenient. You don't have to sit there and just spam click materials and gems anymore. It's very convenient. It's really good. Definitely a great quality of life addition to the game. Over here on Diablo Fans, there's a patch 2.2 item changes guide, and this is on the front page right now. So you just go to diablofans.com. You could read through this, and then you could go right down to the item changes guide, and you could check out the new sets, which we'll read in a second. You know, they have table of contents, new class sets, old set changes, etc, etc, etc. Alright, so first set is the new Whirlwind set, and it's called Wrath of the Wastes. And today, when the season starts up, which I hopefully soon, I'm going to get on stream, we're going to go farm this setup. I got an ancient IK weapon. That's not a new one, but it'll serve its purpose until I can get one, and then we'll start really playing around with them. Alright, so Wrath of the Waste. The 2-piece, increase the damage of Ren by 500% and its duration by 15 seconds. Pretty good. It's okay, but while whirlwinding, you take 40% reduced damage. Now that's really nice. That's something I was worried about with the new Whirlwind set, not comparing to the Raycore set, is because with Raycore you get Ancient Parliament Defenders, and for every monster you essentially freeze, you get the reduction 10% each, or 12% each. It's 9 to 12%, but originally this set didn't have any reduction like that. Now that it has 40% reduction while whirlwinding, good. And then of course the 6-piece. Whirlwind gains the effect of Dust Devil's rune, and the damage of Dust Devils is increased to 2,500% weapon damage. So that's really good, but it's I don't think it's gonna always be used. I think you have the option between going like you could actually go 4-piece. You could go 4-piece with 6-piece IK, or you could get the 6-piece Wrath with the 4 IK. There's different ways you could do it. So, but 2,500% weapon damage from the Dust Devils, which are little tornadoes that just kind of shoot at you and go in random directions. But 2,500% weapon damage is really big, right? Now, if you could get, even on a single target, getting those Dust Devils to hit your single target is gonna do quite a bit of damage. So pretty good set, pretty good, and it looks like it's doing pretty good in Greater Rifts. All right, so Unhallowed Essence. This is for Demon Hunters, the new Demon Hunter set. Your generators also generate 1 discipline. Pretty cool. Gain 20% damage reduction and 20% increased damage for 4 seconds if no enemy is within 10 yards of you. So every 4 seconds, you just got to make sure that you're not like in melee range of anything, and you get nice reduction and nice damage. Not bad. Your generators and multi-shot deal 15% more damage for every point of discipline you have, which is really, really cool. That's lots of damage. Alright, and then we got the new Wizard set. Delcer's Magnum Opus. So the 2 pieces, casting Arcane Orb, Energy Twister, Magic Missile, or Shock Pulse reduces the cooldown of your slow time by 2 seconds. Enemies affected by your slow time take 2,000% weapon damage every second. This damage type will be determined by your highest equipped elemental damage. That's nice. Enemies affected by your slow time take 750% more damage from your Arcane Orb, Energy Twister, Magic Missile, and Shock Pulse. Now, I can't say I've been following Wizard too much throughout the PTR, but I did hear that Wizards are doing pretty good. I'm not sure if it's because of this set or another set. I heard they're doing pretty good. I heard they're doing pretty decent in group greater rifts and everything, so I can't tell you too much about that, but yeah, I think they're doing alright from what I hear, just from my friends and stuff. Alright, so old set changes. There's lots of changes to the old sets and old legendaries. There's so much stuff, guys, and I'm gonna try to keep this video down to like 20 minutes, so I only got like 4 minutes left, so I'm just gonna kind of skip through and read the ones that I want to read. And the first one is Bo-Kathos Oath, which is the two-piece dual-wield swords. So they changed this. It used to like proc whirlwind, that like you would just auto whirlwind like an aura of damage around your character for 6 seconds, but it would have a really long internal cooldown, so the uptime on it was bad. But now, increase Fury Gen per second by 10. During Whirlwind, gain 30% increased attack speed and movement speed. So your Whirlwind ticks for like 10 Fury. So if you're generating 10 Fury while you're using Whirlwind to, you know, where you're ticking a little, you're actually, because your attack speed and everything, you're probably ticking a little more than 10 per second, but it's gonna make your Fury go down really damn slow. I mean extremely slow. And during Whirlwind, gain 30% increased attack speed, but movement speed, that's awesome. That is awesome. And I could see this being pretty damn good for maybe just farming T6 and stuff, but BK, while I don't think they're going to be the best, I think they're a contender. I think they can be used and they can be useful in certain situations. So keep an eye out for the BK weapons. Keep an eye out for them. Roland's Legacy actually looks pretty decent. I don't know how it's doing. I just read this like 15-20 minutes ago, but every use of Shield Bash and Sweep Attack reduce the cooldown of your laws and defensive skills by 1 second. Seems pretty tanky then. Damage bonus increased from 100 to 500, and it's multiplicative now. So that's really big. 500% multiplicative damage on Shield Bash and Sweep Attack. It's pretty good. And then the attack speed bonus was increased from 20 to 30% per stack. It seems like it could be good, but again, I haven't been following the roll-ins, so I'm pretty sure that Crusaders are still going with the pony build these days. Actually, I have followed them a little bit. I'm pretty sure they're still going with the pony build, but regardless, this looks fun, interesting. It's there. But again, Immortal Kings, I read that off a little while ago, but yeah, Immortal Kings is just amazing now. I am so happy that they did this. And one thing that I always said, I didn't say it too often, but I did say it, that I wish the IK Call the Ancients Last Till They Die was on the 2-piece. That way it could be used with every build. We could have our, you know, Ancients up all the time, just at the cost of 2 pieces of IK, which is great. But yeah, this set opened up a lot of new builds and new meta for the Barb. And it seems like we have multiple builds that can be viable, that can be pretty good and close in comparison. Alright, so got a bunch of new sets, guys. Bunch of new sets. Basically all the revamped sets, you could almost just count them as new sets because they really got significant changes. And then we have a bunch of new legendaries. Some of them seasonal, but not all of them. Alright, so Broken Promises. After 5 consecutive non-critical hits, your chance to critically hit is increased by 100% for 3 seconds. which seems pretty cool, right? I don't know if there's an internal cooldown on that, but if you have really fast hitting attacks, that could be interesting. But still, I mean, using things like Unity is probably still going to be big. And then, of course, with the Barb, we're going to need the Royal Ring to multi-set. So this one's pretty cool. Naga Ring now summons a Fallen Lunatic to your side every 10 to 12 seconds. Fallen Lunatics are the little suicide guys that blow up on you. I don't know. Probably not that good. Seems pretty cool. Of course, we got the Skullgrasp Ring, which increases Whirlwind by 300 to 400% weapon damage. And I could see that being good in, like, probably T6 and stuff. But again, like, the Unity and the Royal Ring, in my opinion, are probably going to be what's used in the end. But, you know, time will tell. But I mean, it's still a very good addition. Oh, the Dead Man's Legacy Ring. Multi-shot hits enemies who are below 50 to 60% health twice. So that just like, probably like what, 1.5 times damage or something. I don't know. That seems pretty crazy. And then you have, you know, the first 25% of a target's health, you get bonus damage with the passive if you use that, and then, you know, only that 60 to 75% range is when you're not doing a lot of bonus damage. That's pretty cool. Your signature spells increase the damage of Arcane Orb by 75 to 100% for 6 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. So you just gotta throw a signature or a generator as a wizard spell out every like 5-6 seconds, and you keep up this really good buff, which is going to increase your damage by a lot, get you a little resource. I don't know, seems interesting at the least. But you guys know I play Barb, so I couldn't really tell you the ins and outs of the other classes' items. Oh man, we're over 20 minutes. Alright, we'll just go over a few more things. We got these new items over here. Ice Blink Gem. This is really good for cold builds. It gives you another 10% increased chance to crit against chilled frozen enemies, and it makes all your cold spells chill enemies regardless, and it gives additional slow to that chill. So that seems pretty good. So we got melee damage reduction over here, and when below 50% life, you may move through enemies unhindered. Cooldowns are reduced by 8 to 10 seconds for 15 seconds after killing an elite pack. Oh yeah, that's a weapon. Okay, that used to be ridiculous, but now that doesn't seem very good. Blood Brother is some like 2-hand block sword, kind of weird. The Corrupted Ashbringer, which I made a video on when it first came out, it was super bugged, but it's not gonna be that good, I don't think. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff over here, guys. And then we got existing legendaries reworked. I mean, there is a lot of stuff. And like I said, I can't read it all, but if you want to check out Diablo, I mean, they definitely put some work in this patch. This is like, you know, the last patch that we got, Season 2, this is what it really should have been. I think that's why they kind of ended Season 2 early, and they just wanted to get all of this out, which is understandable. I didn't like it, and I personally still don't like it. I don't like what they did, just kind of cutting the season like that. But, I mean, what we're getting is pretty cool. It's pretty exciting. I really recommend you guys to check it out. I'm going to be checking it out. I'm going to be farming this gear really hard for the first 3 days, and then Season 3 is going to come out, and then we're going to farm that really hard. We're going to push the greater rifts, learn the new barbarian builds, all that good stuff. It's going to be really exciting. Still down. But yeah, that's about it for today. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you guys liked it. If you want, leave a thumbs up, throw a comment down below. It'd be much appreciated, guys. And I'll see you in an hour or so when the servers go up. Actually, I might just start the stream now and just wait for the patch to come. So if you want to head over to twitch.tv/chainerfails, you guys are welcome to come. Be happy to see you, and we could really dive into this patch. Alright guys, see you tomorrow. Later.